So we have been sitting in this lobby for literally 11 minutes waiting for these kids, okay? 11 minutes. They used overkill, right? When the challenge option is disabled. Look, this is our match right here, okay? Overkill is disabled. All right? They used overkill. We left. We told them they forfeit because they used overkill. They said no because MLG variant over. And he says MLG variant overrides challenge options. But then my teammate goes on live support, and this is a Gaiazo, like a screenshot from live support. Just waiting for it to load. It's about to take a second to load. I can show you. He said, are you able, like, he said, lol, these kids used overkill, and the challenge option is disabled for it, and we're playing MLG variant. They are saying they don't forfeit. The OMG, your guys' online support said the only variant that overrides challenge option is the CWL variant. So if overkill is disabled, I'm just trying to get this to load, but it doesn't want to. Seems to not want to load. All right. So if the overkill is disabled, and then here's the rest of it. You screenshotted the rest of it. So if overkill is disabled, they would forfeit the map, right? So he's basically saying the only variant that overrides the challenge option is the CWL variant, not MLG. So we're confused because now this kid's messaging us like this guy. I said it says right there the overkill challenge option is allowed on MLG variant. Plus we asked an admin on live support, join up. He said MLG variant rules overrides the challenge options. Can you not read? I said look at your Twitter. My teammate tweeted you proof. He tweeted the screenshots of the admin saying himself that CWL variant is the only thing that overrides, not MLG, right? He said you guys are dumb. It's literally rule 2. I said he tweeted you the proof. Join or forfeit. Stop wasting our time. He said live support says we're right, so it's your choice. And they're just arguing like. This guy's trying to say live support is saying they're right, but then we have live support telling us a completely different thing. So it's, I don't know. And another thing I'm confused about is if I go to the rules, it might take a second here because it takes a second for my Wi-Fi to load sometimes. But if I go to the rules, okay? If I go to rules and I click on challenge options, I go to gameplay settings, right? It says challenge options available for MLG variant game modes, okay? So that means that we can enable score streaks for MLG variant if we wanted. We can enable overkill or disable it. We can enable LMGs or disable it for MLG variant game modes. But then, so it's saying that we can use those challenge options if we want, right? But then when we go to MLG variant, if we click on it, which it's not letting me. For some reason, you can, like, I don't know why it's not letting me click on it. Hold on. Well, let me just refresh the page if it's not going to load. Okay. So MLG variant, okay. If I go to gameplay settings, right? It says this is alright, so this is what we're talking about. It says esports mode, blah, blah. It says MLG variant overrides challenge options, right? But my teammates on live support and live support told them CWL only does. Hold on. Yo, Rex, bro, can you tweet me a picture of the admin saying that MLG variant doesn't override challenge options? Because I'm making a Twitter video, a video right now to submit proof of them forfeiting because they're not showing up. And I just want, like, as much proof as possible. So since the admin just told you that, can you tweet that picture so I can see it and just, like, show it on video? But, so basically, these guys are sitting here trying to tell us, that look in Rule 2, it's a general settings MLG variant, and they're talking about this rule right here. But it says MLG variant overrides challenge options, but then when you go to challenge options, it says that it's saying that it overrides the challenge options that you're not allowed to use. Like, you're not allowed to put radar on for MLG variant, so MLG variant overrides that. But overkill, you're allowed to use that as a challenge option, so you can enable or disable that. So MLG variant does not override that. And we've been trying to tell these kids this for 15 fucking minutes, and they're not showing up to the fucking match because they're a bunch of idiots. And my teammate is literally on live support, and they're telling him that MLG variant does not override this overkill challenge option. It doesn't. And we tweeted them the picture. We tweeted them proof on Twitter, and they're still arguing with us over one rule, even though we tweeted them proof of what we just asked live support. Rex, are you tweeting me that Gaiazo? But look, so it's been 16 minutes since we left and hosted up, told them they forfeited the join, and they're still not in here. They're still not joining. They're still arguing with us about what the rule is, even though we're literally on live support, and they're telling us that we're right, that MLG variant does not override the overkill challenge option. The only challenge option that it overrides, like here, I go to challenge options, the only challenge option it overrides is the ones that aren't allowed in MLG variant game modes. So that's hardcore mode and radar always on. So, but when they see that it overrides challenge options, they think it's every challenge option. When in reality, it's only those ones that you're not allowed to use for MLG variant. And then things like overkill and LMGs and stuff, you are allowed to use for MLG variant. I don't know. Gerstie's user? Yeah. But anyways, so yeah, I'm just gonna pause the video, and when my teammate tweets me that Gaiazo, then I'm going to resume the video and show you. Alright, so I'm resuming the video. My teammate just tweeted this to me 18 seconds ago. Here's the Gaiazo. He said that even if overkill is disabled on MLG variant, they're still allowed to use overkill. They said right here, no, MLG variant does not override the ghost challenge options for, like, the challenge options for ghosts. So they're arguing with us that they do, and they're refusing to join because they think that it does override the challenge options when it doesn't. We've waited 19 minutes for them to join second map after they forfeit first for using overkill, and they still haven't showed up, so they forfeit. They only get 5 minutes to join, and we've been sitting here arguing with them for 19 minutes. We even tweeted them this picture. It's a Gaiazo. You can't Photoshop Gaiazo. We tweeted them this picture of live support. Okay, you can clearly see what the admin is saying right there. And they're still arguing with us, and they're still not joining. They refuse to join the fucking lobby. 20 minutes. They refuse to join the lobby. I'll just show you messages again real quick. They literally are refusing to join the lobby. They said, live support says we're right, so it's your choice. You kids are dumb. It's literally rule 2, blah, blah. But, yeah, as I explained before, live support's telling us MLG variant does not override challenge options for ghosts, and the only challenge options that it does override is the ones that aren't allowed, like hardcore and radar on. Okay? So they no-showed second map, waited over 20 minutes for them to join. They didn't show up. They forfeit second map. You can literally see last met 20 minutes ago, both of them. And then this guy I have added. That's why he's not, right there. That's why he's not, in my last met. But these guys, 20 minutes ago, man. 20 minutes we've been sitting here waiting for these kids. So they forfeit second map, and they forfeit first map for using overkill.